On graduation day, Arjun stood in the front row wearing a simple white shirt. Watching the stage lights reflect off Rayan's gold medal, the crowd cheered for the top engineering student of the year. Rayan searched the audience for one face, and there he was, Arjun clapping the loudest, smiling like the medal was his own. Back in college, everyone knew they were inseparable. Rayan had the sharp mind, Arjun had the steady heart. When Rayan once said quietly, "I don't think I can afford next semester," Arjun had simply replied, "Don't worry about that. Focus on your dream." Rayan never asked how it was managed. He trusted him, but something changed in their final year. Small misunderstandings started piling up. Rayan began hearing things. "Arjun talks about how much he's done for you. He thinks you'd be nothing without him." The words came from Samir, a mutual friend who always spoke like he was helping. Rayan didn't confront Arjun directly. Instead, he started building quiet distance. Calls became shorter. Study sessions stopped. One day, after a heated argument sparked by a misunderstanding, Rayan walked away, saying, "Maybe we've grown different." Arjun didn't chase him. He just stood there, confused, hurt, silent. Years passed. Rayan became exactly what he dreamed of, a successful engineer, earning more money than he had ever imagined. Big house, expensive car, awards framed on his wall. Yet sometimes at night, when everything was quiet, he would remember that white shirt in the front row and wonder why the silence between them still felt unfinished. One evening, after a long meeting, Rayan stopped at a traffic signal near an old marketplace. A young man was moving between cars, selling pens from a small cardboard box. Something about his eyes felt familiar. When he came closer, Rayan froze. The young man squinted, then his face lit up slowly. Rayan by, it was Arjun's younger brother. Thinner than he remembered, tired, but still carrying that same gentle smile. They shook hands awkwardly, both unsure where to begin after so many years. They talked casually at first. "Work life, small updates," Rayan asked. "And Arjun, what's he doing now?" Imran hesitated, his fingers tightened around the box of pens. "He's managing," he replied softly. Something in that pause felt heavier than the words. Rayan insisted they sit at a nearby tea stall. After a few sips of chai and a long silence, Imran finally spoke. "I never told you, did he? He left his own engineering seat so you could keep yours." Rayan blinked. "What?" His voice barely came out. Imran continued gently. "It was his dream too. He had the marks. But when fees became impossible for both of you, he made a choice. He said, Rayan's talent shouldn't stop. Mine can wait." And it never came back. Rayan's chest tightened. He remembered the college days, the incident with the broken lab equipment, and the false blame that had haunted him. At the time, he had thought Arjun was reckless, maybe even careless. He had never realized the weight his friend had carried silently. Imran looked down at his worn shoes, fiddling with the edge of the pen box. He didn't just do it because of the fees. He knew your dream of becoming an engineer mattered more than anything to him. That's why he stayed silent, took the blame, and never asked for thanks. Rayan's hands shook slightly as memories flooded in the quiet nights he had spent studying. The guilt he had felt for not defending Arjun, the long years of success built on a debt he hadn't even known existed. Suddenly, the past became alive again, not as a memory, but as a truth he had never seen. I have to see him," Rayan whispered, almost to himself. Imran nodded, understanding without needing more explanation. He led Rayan to the small room where Arjun lived with him. The sight made Rayan stop in his tracks. The walls were bare. A single dim bulb hung from the ceiling. Breadcrumbs on the table. A mattress on the floor. Arjun looked up, standing frozen for a moment as he saw Rayan at the door. Shock, confusion, and recognition crossed his face. At first he tried to keep his distance to mask the flood of emotions, but the years of unspoken truth weighed too heavily. His eyes glistened, and before either could speak, tears began to form. Rayan stepped inside slowly, his own throat tight with emotion. He hesitated, then spoke softly. "Arjun, I finally understand." His voice cracked, and he could feel the years of guilt, pride, and distance crashing into one moment. Arjun's expression softened. No anger in his eyes, only the calm patience he had carried since college. "No need for thanks," he said quietly. "You're here now. That's enough. And you forgot? No thanks in friendship." Rayan's tears fell freely now. He dropped to his knees beside Arjun, hugging him tightly. You did everything for me. You sacrificed so much. I have a house, a life success, all because of you. I never knew. I never understood until now. Arjun held him close, letting the weight of the years settle between them. You're my family, Rayan. That's enough. We lost time. Yes, but we're here now. Don't cry for what's gone. Let's live from this moment forward. Rayan looked around at the small room once more, at the humble life Arjun and Imran had been living. He knew then that his friend had endured hardships quietly, without complaint, just to ensure Rayan's dream came true. You're coming with me, he said, voice firm but tender. You both are my family. This ends today. We start together from now on. Arjun and Imran exchanged a glance, quiet smiles spreading across their faces. For the first time in years, they felt seen, understood, and valued. Without a word, the weight of unspoken years began to lift. Together, the three of them walked out into the bustling street. Rayan held Arjun's hand firmly, while Imran carried the small pen box with a proud, humble step. The sunlight caught their faces, and it felt like a new beginning, one earned through sacrifice, patience, and unbreakable loyalty. Passers-by glanced at them, noticing the unusual trio, a successful man, his lifelong friend, and the brother who had silently carried burdens. But for Rayan, the world outside didn't matter. Only the truth finally revealed, and the bond that had survived years of silence mattered. As they walked, Rayan spoke softly. I never realized how much you gave up, and why. You saved my dream, my life, without ever asking for anything in return. I will never forget this, ever. Arjun smiled, calm and steady, as if he had known all along that Rayan would come to understand. For Rayan, Arjun, and Imran, life would move forward together, stronger than any sacrifice, any distance, or any misunderstanding that had come before.